every word that leaves your mouth shapes your destiny. Let me tell you something that changed my life forever. One morning, I stood in front of my bathroom mirror, staring at a person who kept failing at everything. My business had crashed. My relationships were breaking. My bank account was empty. But that morning was different. Instead of my usual complaints, I spoke 6 simple words. I am responsible for my life. Those words hit me like lightning, not because they were special, but because they were true. For years, I had filled my mouth with excuses, blame, and negativity. I talked about what I couldn't do, who had wronged me, and why things were impossible. And guess what? Life gave me exactly what I was speaking. You see, your words aren't just sounds that disappear into thin air. They're seeds you plant in your mind. When you speak, your brain listens. Your nervous system responds. Your body reacts. Every single word either lifts you up or pulls you down. There's no middle ground. Look around this room. Everything you see, these chairs, these lights, this building, started with someone's words. Someone said, I will build this. And they did. The most successful people in history understood this secret. Intelligence isn't just about what you know. It's about what you say and how you say it. Today, we're going to talk about 6 things that intelligent people never say. These aren't just random phrases. They are thought patterns that can lock you in a prison of mediocrity or set you free to achieve greatness. By the time we finish, you'll understand exactly how to transform your words and through them, your entire life. Your greatness is waiting. Your potential is ready. And it all starts by the next words you choose to speak. True intelligence isn't what most people think. It's not about how many degrees hang on your wall or your IQ score. True intelligence shows in your everyday choices, decisions, and most importantly, your words. Think about the smartest person you know. What makes them different? It's not that they have all the answers. It's how they approach life. They speak with purpose. They choose their words carefully. They understand that intelligence isn't fixed. It grows through actions and words. Your mouth speaks what your mind thinks. When you say, I'm tired, your body believes it. When you say, I can't afford it, your brain stops looking for ways to earn more. Every word you speak is like a boomerang. It comes back to you, shaping your reality. Let me show you something powerful. Pull out your phone right now. Look at your last 5 text messages. Look at your recent social media post. These words paint a picture of your thinking patterns. Are they filled with complaints? That shows a victim mindset. Are they focused on solutions? That shows a growth mindset. Are they blaming others? That reveals where you place control of your life. The connection between speech and achievement is stronger than you might realize. Top athletes don't just train their bodies, they train their words. Successful entrepreneurs don't just plan strategies, they plan their communication. World leaders don't just make decisions, they choose language that moves nations. Here's what makes this crucial. Your brain has a filtering system called the reticular activating system. When you speak certain words repeatedly, this system starts looking for evidence to support those words. Say, life is hard often enough, and your brain will find proof everywhere. Say, I find opportunities everywhere instead. And suddenly, doors start opening. But there's more. Your words don't just affect you, they create ripples. They influence people around you. They shape how others see you, treat you, and whether they choose to help you succeed. The most intelligent people understand this power. They know that words create worlds. So before we look at the 6 things intelligent people never say, remember this. You're not just learning a list of phrases to avoid. You're learning to rewire your brain for success. You're learning to use the most powerful tool you have, your words, to create the life you want. A major wish equals a major tool. Listen carefully, because this first phrase has probably cost you more opportunities than any other mistake in your life. I can't. These two small words have destroyed more dreams, stopped more progress, and killed more potential than any other phrase in human history. When you say, I can't, something dangerous happens in your brain. Your mind immediately stops searching for solutions. It's like shutting down a powerful computer right when you need it most. Every time you say, I can't, you're lying to yourself. What you really mean is, I won't, I'm afraid to try, or I don't want to put in the effort. Let me give you a real example. A woman in my business class said she couldn't start her company because she had no money, no connections, no experience. I can't was her favorite phrase. But here's what happened when we changed her words. Instead of I can't afford it, she started saying, how can I afford it? Instead of I can't find investors, she began asking, who do I know who might know someone? Her business now employs 30 people. Another example, a man said he couldn't lose weight because of his genetics. I can't was his shield against taking action. We changed I can't lose weight to I'm learning how my body responds to different foods. 12 months later, he had lost 87 pounds. Not because his genetics changed, but because his words changed first. Now, here are the powerful alternatives you must start using today. Instead of, I can't find time, how can I rearrange my priorities? Instead of, I can't do it alone, can't you achieve this? Much greater than me, we would come together to achieve that. Instead of, I can't change, I choose to grow, step by step. And now here's your action plan to eliminate I can't from your life. Fairness check. For the next 24 hours, carry a small notebook. Every time you say or think I can't, write it down. You'll be shocked how often this phrase sneaks into your thoughts. Immediate correction. The moment I can't tries to escape your lips, stop, take a breath. Rephrase it as a how can I question. Study success. Find 3 people who have done what you think you can't do. Study them. Their success is proof that it's possible. Accountability. Tell a friend about this change. Ask them to charge you $5 every time they hear you say, I can't. You'll be amazed how quickly your language changes when it costs you money. Remember this. Every time you say, I can't, you give away your power. You hand over your ability to change, grow, and succeed to external circumstances. Intelligent people guard their power carefully. They understand that I can't is often just I won't in disguise. Your words create your reality. The moment you eliminate I can't from your vocabulary, you'll feel a surge of energy, creativity, and possibility. Problems become challenges. Obstacles become opportunities. And your brain starts working for you instead of against you. Now let's hear you say it. I can. Stop for a moment. Think about the last time something went wrong in your life. What were the first words out of your mouth? For many people, it's not my fault. These 4 words are poison to your success. And here's why. When you say it's not my fault, you're giving away the most precious power you have, the power to change a situation. Think about it. If nothing is your fault, then nothing is in your control. If nothing is in your control, how can you ever change your life? Let me share something powerful with you. Every successful person I've met has one thing in common. When things go wrong, they ask, what could I have done differently? When things fail, they say, I take responsibility. When mistakes happen, they declare, I own this. Here's a story that will change how he thinks about fault. A business owner lost his biggest client. His first reaction, it's not my fault. The market changed. The client was unreasonable. My team made mistakes. His company nearly went bankrupt. But then something shifted. He started saying, I could have seen the warning signs. I could have communicated better. I could have innovated more. The moment he took responsibility, solutions appeared. Within 6 months, he had 3 new clients, bigger than the one he lost. The cost of blame is enormous. And that's the demonic prospect of this country. It keeps you stuck in victim mode. It blinds you to solutions. It pushes away people who could help. It wastes energy that could be used for growth. It makes you unattractive to opportunities in men or by any means designed for your development. Now, let's talk about what responsibility looks like in action. When a project fails, instead of "it's not my fault," say, "I take full responsibility for the outcome." When relationships struggle, replace "they're impossible to work with" "I need to improve my communication." When money is tight, switch from "the economy is bad" to "I need to create more value." When time runs out, change "nobody told me" to "I should have asked more questions." Here's your transformation plan. First, catch yourself. Every time "it's not my fault" tries to escape your lips, stop. Take a deep breath. Second, ask these questions. What role did I play in this situation? But what could I have done differently? What can I learn from this? How can I prevent this next time? Third, make it a game. Every time you catch yourself blaming, put $1 in a jar. Watch how quickly you become aware of your blame patterns. Fourth, create a new response. When something goes wrong, immediately say, "I take responsibility for finding a solution." Fifth, look for the gift. Every problem has a lesson. Every setback has a seed of growth. Take responsibility for finding it. Remember this truth: life responds to responsibility. When you take ownership, even of things that aren't entirely your fault, you gain the power to change them. Success gravitates toward those who say, "I am responsible." Your life will transform the moment you stop saying "it's not my fault" and start asking, "How can I make this better?" This isn't about blame. It's about power, your power, to change, grow, and succeed. Now repeat after me. I take full responsibility for my life and everything in it. That's impossible. These words have been proven wrong so many times throughout history that it's amazing people still say them. Every single thing you use today, from the phone in your pocket to the electricity in this room, was once called impossible. Remember this truth. The word impossible often just means hasn't been done yet. Every time you say that's impossible, you're announcing to the world that you've stopped thinking, stopped trying, and stopped believing. Every time you say that you've stopped thinking, stopped trying, and stopped believing, let me share something that would shift your perspective forever. In 1954, doctors said it was impossible for humans to run a mile in under 4 minutes. They claimed the human heart would explode from the effort. Then Roger Bannister came along. He didn't just say it was possible, he proved it by running a mile in 3 minutes and 59.4 seconds. Here's the incredible part. Within just 1 year after Bannister broke this impossible barrier, 37 other runners did the same thing. That's what changed. The human body didn't suddenly evolve. The tracks didn't get shorter. Only one thing changed: people's beliefs about what was possible. This pattern repeats everywhere. Flying machines are impossible. 1890s newspapers. Space travel is impossible. There's a 1920s scientist. And by the way, you're going to give up. A computer in every home is impossible. 1970s experts. Look at these statements now. They seem ridiculous because someone decided to ignore the word impossible. Here's how to develop an innovation mindset. Replace impossible with I haven't figured out how yet. Break big challenges into smaller pieces. Look for solutions in unexpected places. Study those who've done similar impossible things. When you face a challenge, try this problem-solving approach. Write down why you think something's impossible. Question each assumption. Ask what if questions. Find one small step forward. Here's your practical guide to eliminating impossible from your life. First, start your morning by reading about someone who achieved something impossible. Train your brain to see possibilities. Train your brain to see. Second, create a possibility journal. Every time you catch yourself saying, that's impossible, write down 3 reasons why it might be possible. Third, build a possibility team. Surround yourself with people who believe in creating new realities. Fourth, take impossible challenges and break them down into small, possible steps. Fifth, celebrate small victories. Each impossible goal is achieved through a series of possible actions. Change your language from that's impossible to let's find a way. No one has ever to I could be the first, there's no way, to there's always a way. Remember this. The word impossible is often just a lack of imagination. Every major breakthrough in human history came from someone who refused to accept the limitations others saw as permanent. Your brain is the most sophisticated problem-solving machine ever created. When you say that's impossible, you're shutting down its ability to find solutions. Instead, program it to search for possibilities. The next time you face something that seems impossible, smile. You're standing at the edge of your next breakthrough. The only question is, will you be the one to prove impossible wrong? Now tell me, what impossible thing will you make possible? I don't have time is perhaps the biggest lie we tell ourselves. Nobody has time. We all get exactly 24 hours each day. The difference between success and failure isn't about having time, it's about what you do with your time. When you say, I don't have time, what you're really saying is, this isn't a priority for me. And that's fine if you're being honest with yourself. But most people use time as an excuse to avoid what matters most. Let me show you something powerful. Take out your phone. Look at your screen time from last week. Add up all the hours you spent scrolling social media, watching videos, or playing games. Now imagine if someone offered you $1 million to find an extra hour each day for your goals. Would you find that time? Of course you would. Here's a story that changed my perspective forever. A single mother with 3 jobs told me she didn't have time to start her business. We tracked her time for 1 week. She found 12 hours she didn't know she had. Early mornings while kids slept, under her reins, under her law, under her business license, under her laws, under her food, under her books and commute time for learning. Today, her business makes more than all 3 of her previous jobs combined. Time management isn't about managing time, it's about managing priorities. Here's the reality check. The internet, everyone has the same 24 hours. Time doesn't increase, it multiplies with proper use. What you do between 6 a.m. determines your day. You with your consensus, small time blocks compound into massive results. Success habits that create time. Wake up 1 hour earlier. Plan tomorrow, today. Batch similar tasks together. Eliminate time-wasting activities. Learn during dead time, commuting, waiting, etc. This is how we enrich our lives, by learning. Here's your action plan to stop saying, I don't have time. First step, time audit. Track every 30 minutes for 3 days. Identify time leaks. Find hidden pockets of opportunity. Calculate your real available time. Second step, priority reset. List your top 3 life goals. Number 1, maintain stability. Number 2, maintain prosperity. Number 3, maintain prosperity. Assign specific time blocks to each. Protect these blocks like important meetings. Say no to everything that doesn't align. And end of quote. Third step, time multiplication. Double tasks where possible. Exercise plus learning. Create systems to automate routine work. Delegate what others can do. Eliminate what's not essential. Replace these phrases. I don't have time. I'm choosing to use my time elsewhere. You got me. Number 3, in line with the government, I'm too busy. I need to reprioritize. There aren't enough hours. Let me restructure my schedule. I can't find time. I will make time. Okay? And the third stage is, remember this truth. Time is the great equalizer. We all get the same amount. The question isn't whether you have time. It's whether you're brave enough to look at how you're spending it. Your time is your life in its most raw form. Every time you say, I don't have time, you're really saying, I don't have a life for that. Is that really true? Or is it just easier than admitting you're afraid to change? From this moment forward, ban I don't have time from your vocabulary. Replace it with this is/isn't a priority right now. Watch how quickly your perspective and your results change. Now, what will you make time for today? I'll try. These 2 small words might sound positive, but they're actually a subtle form of self-sabotage. When you say, I'll try, you're already planning for failure. You're giving yourself an escape route before you even begin. Think about this. Have you ever heard an Olympic athlete say, I'll try to win the gold medal? Did Steve Jobs say, we'll try to make great products? No. Winners don't try. They commit. They decide. They do. Let me share a powerful story. A sales manager had a team that always said, we'll try to hit our targets. Their results, always below average. One month, he banned the word try. He made everyone say, I will or I won't. No middle ground. No maybes. Their sales doubled that month. Why? Because try was their safety net. Without it, they had to fully commit. Here's what happens in your brain when you say, I'll try. Your mind creates doubt. Your energy becomes hesitant. Your actions lack conviction. Your results reflect uncertainty. The power of decision-making lies in clarity. I'll try to quit smoking becomes I am a non-smoker. I'll try to wake up early becomes I wake up at 5 a.m. I wake up at 5:30 a.m. Here, I'll try to save money becomes I save 20% of every paycheck. I'll try to start a business becomes I am an entrepreneur. Build these follow-through habits. Immediate action. 1, when you commit, take action within 5 minutes. Small action beats big intentions. Governments must say, create momentum through immediate movement. Public declaration. Tell others what you will do. Create accountability. Burn your bridges with try, clear outcomes. Set specific, measurable targets. End quote. Create deadlines for each goal. Track your progress daily. Here's your transformation plan. First, the try fast. Go 24 hours without saying try. Use only I will or I won't. Notice how different decisions feel. Write down what you learn. Second, decision clarity. List all your current try goals. Convert each into a firm decision. Add specific dates and actions. Start the first action immediately. Third, language upgrade. Instead of, I'll try to make it, I will be there, let me try to fix it, I will solve this. I might try that. I will do that. Oh, that's not for me. We can try, but it is important for us. Remember this. Life responds to decisions, not attempts. When you say, I'll try, you're telling the universe you're not really serious. You're saying, don't give me success yet. I'm not ready to commit. Every great achievement in history came from someone who didn't try. They committed. They burned their boats. They eliminated backup plans. They went all in. God places a lot of pressure on you as a Colombian citizen, but he says, I trust your dreams. From this moment forward, eliminate try from your vocabulary. You either will or you won't. You either do or you don't. This clarity will transform your results faster than any other change you can make. Your life moves in the direction of your most committed decisions. Not your tries, not your maybes. Your absolute, unbending commitments. Now, what will you commit to today? I already know that. These words have kept more people stuck in mediocrity than almost any other phrase. The moment you say, I already know that, you close your mind to new possibilities, deeper understanding, and hidden opportunities. The most dangerous person in any room is the one who thinks they know everything. Why? Because knowledge isn't about collecting information. It's about applying it. Knowing something means nothing if you're not living it. Let me tell you about a CEO who attended a basic business workshop. His team questioned why their leader needed beginner training. His response changed their company forever. He said, every time I hear something I know, I ask myself, if I know this, why aren't my results proving it? His humility to learn basic principles, again, led to doubling their company's growth. The expert trap shows up in three ways. Thinking, knowledge, equals implementation. Knowledge equals implementation. Believing familiarity means mastery. Letting pride block new perspectives. True intelligence shows in these behaviors. Listening like a beginner. Finding new angles in old wisdom. Practicing basics with excitement. Learning from everyone regardless of their status. Here's what happens when you say, I already know that. Your brain stops searching for new insights. You miss deeper levels of understanding. Opportunities for growth pass you by. Pride replaces progress. Transform your approach with these steps. First, knowledge audit. There's 5 things you know but aren't doing. Ask why knowing hasn't led to doing. Find the gap between knowledge and action. Second, beginner's mind practice. Approach familiar topics with fresh eyes. Ask, what am I missing? Look for new applications of old wisdom. Third, implementation focus. Replace, I know that, with how can I apply this better? It's basic. With how can I master this? Because you should know from the teacher. Nothing new here with what detail that I missed. Remember this, the phrase, I already know that, is often your ego protecting itself from the pain of admitting you haven't implemented what you know. True masters are eternal students. They understand that knowing is just the first step. Mastery comes from constant practice and fresh perspectives. The next time you're tempted to say, I already know that, stop. Ask yourself, If I truly know this, are my results showing it? Let your results speak louder than your word. Knowledge isn't power. Applied knowledge is power. Be hungry for deeper understanding. Be eager to find new ways to use old wisdom. Be humble enough to learn the same lesson 100 times until it transforms your life. Now, what do you need to relearn? Right now in this moment, you have a choice. You can walk out of here knowing more, or you can walk out transformed. The difference lies in what you do next. Your next 30 days will determine your next 30 years. Here's your action plan to Albert Erickson, 7 Keys to Living Longer. Take out your phone, create a note titled My Word Revolution. Write down these 6 phrases you'll never say again. It's not my fault. That's impossible. I don't have time. I'll try. I already know that. Now here's your 30-day challenge. Every morning, read this list. Every night, score yourself. 1 point for each phrase you avoided. 0 points if you caught yourself saying it. Track your progress. Watch your life change. Create 3 power statements that will replace your old language. I create solutions. I take full responsibility. I make it happen. Put these where you'll see them. Your mirror, your phone screen, your desk. Let them sink into your mind until they become your automatic response. Your success isn't coming tomorrow. It starts in the next sentence you speak, the next word you choose, the next thought you think. Expect the same results you know should require. Stand up right now. Turn to the person next to you. Tell them, I commit to transforming my words and my life. Feel the power of that commitment. Remember, words create worlds. Your words create your world. From this moment forward, speak only what you want to exist in your life. Now, go out there and speak your success into reality. Your greatness is waiting for your words to unlock it. Rise up. Step forward. Speak power. Your new life begins now.